We'll handle this.
We'll take the long way.
In my young age, I referred to this Dark Lord as Spotty Guy, for obvious reasons. But today I'm going to call him by his true name, Darth Maul, the Phantom Menace, a truly terrifying and powerful Zabrak. Even if you have never seen Star Wars The Clone Wars, Rebels, and hate the prequels, all Star Wars fans can agree that Darth Maul is an amazing foe, and as the animated TV series have shown, he's a very deep character. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso videos, and today I'll be telling you all about Darth Maul. Maul was born on his homeworld of Dathomir to Mother Talzin, a Night Sister. He had two Blood Knight brothers named Savage Opress and Pharaoh. In early childhood, Mother Talzin became acquainted with Darth Sidious, who promised Talzin she would eventually become his first apprentice. But Sidious abandoned her in favor of her child. Over many years of training, Maul learned to become an acrobatic Sith, trained with a dual-blade lightsaber, who hated the Jedi with all of his being. After years of waiting, Maul finally was able to face the Jedi known as Qui-Gon Jinn on Tatooine, in an attempt to capture Queen Amidala of Naboo. Maul failed in capturing the Queen, but received another chance to impress his master during the Battle of Naboo. Darth Maul lurked and faced Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Nubian hangar linked with the castle on Theed. Maul was able to kill Jinn, but Kenobi was able to outmaneuver him and slice him in half. On the fall down the shaft, Darth Maul grabbed the edge of a vent and managed to pull himself to safety to a trash container, even without his legs. Maul was eventually dumped from the trash container into the slums of the world of Lotho Minor, and in the years following his fight with Kenobi, Maul began to drive himself mad with rage. While residing on the planet, Maul also received 6 mechanical legs and stated he only survived because of his inner hate. In Maul's isolation, Mother Talzin sensed his prevailing spirit on Lotho Minor, so she sent her son, Savage Opress, to bring him back to Dathomir to restore him. Once Maul was retrieved by Opress, Mother Talzin performed a ceremony which restored the sanity of Darth Maul and gave him legs out of scraps from droids left after the Battle of Dathomir. Maul's strength was once again restored, allowing him to begin his revenge on the galaxy with the help of his brother. But both brothers were not equal. While the brothers began to create chaos across the galaxy, Darth Maul disarmed and defeated Opress, establishing Maul as his brother's master and their own rule of 2 lineage. Next, the brothers traveled to Florum to bribe a group of pirates into joining their cause, but Obi-Wan Kenobi and Adi Gallia's presence deterred the pirates' allegiance. The Jedi were too powerful for the newly established Sith Lords, so they retreated and attempted to flee the planet. While escaping, a pirate shot out their engines, destroying the ship, but not before exiting out of the atmosphere with an escape pod. The Jedi were unaware of their survival. In the escape pod, Maul and his brother passed out because of lack of oxygen and floated aimlessly through space until they were found, barely alive, by Death Watch, a Mandalorian splinter group who believed the planet of Mandalore should return the militaristic beliefs. When Pre Vizsla, the leader of Death Watch, discovered Maul's lightsaber, he quickly questioned who they were. Darth Maul explained they were Sith Lords who were currently building their strength to destroy the Jedi, and specifically Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because of Vizsla's hate for Kenobi, which grew after he stopped Death Watch's overthrow of Mandalore, the Sith and Death Watch determined they would work together to take Mandalore and take their revenge on Obi-Wan Kenobi. To gain an effective army for Death Watch, Maul began to recruit crime gangs from across the galaxy, including the Hutts and Black Sun. This criminal organization Maul formed was known as the Shadow Collective. Using the Shadow Collective, the criminals created chaos in Mandalore's capital of Sundan, until the Death Watch halted the crime activity, making them appear as grand heroes of the city, giving them the sway of the people. After taking Mandalore from the Duchess, Maul was betrayed by Vizsla and was locked in prison with his brother, but they soon escaped and Darth Maul challenged Vizsla to an honor duel. Because Maul killed Vizsla, he became the leader of Death Watch and was now in control of the planet and the Shadow Collective. Obi-Wan Kenobi did attempt to stop the Sith Lords from triumphing, but that move only ended in the Duchess's death at the hands of Maul in an act of revenge against Obi-Wan Kenobi. When Obi-Wan traveled back to Coruscant to relay the information that Maul was behind the turmoil on Mandalore, Chancellor Palpatine, otherwise known as Darth Sidious, decided to travel to the planet to stop the growing threat of another Sith lineage. Once Sidious was on the planet, he quickly overpowered the Dathomirian brothers, murdering Savage Opress, and explaining to Maul when he was being Force lightninged that plans still remained for him. Sidious kept Maul as a prisoner in the Confederacy of Independent Systems Stygian Prime prison, where he was tortured and questioned by Count Dooku until Death Watch freed him and took him to the planet of Zanbar. After a battle with Confederacy troops, Maul contacted Mother Talzin to ask for guidance. Her teachings from across the galaxy led Darth Maul to a Black Sun base on Ord Mantell, which allowed Maul to lure Count Dooku and Grievous out of the shadows. On the Separatist leader's arrival, the droid army quickly overran the compound with the assistance of Darth Tyrannus. But Maul was actually traveling to Grievous's ship to disarm him and threaten him so he would deactivate the droids on the planet's surface. Grievous shut down the droids, allowing Darth Maul to capture both Grievous and Count Dooku. Unfortunately for Maul, the capture was short-lived after Maul's ship was ambushed by Kenobi and Mace Windu. Grievous escaped using an escape pod, but Maul and Dooku worked together to fend off the Jedi and escape. Darth Maul decided it was time to endeavor back to Dathomir, and he took Dooku alongside him. He understood Count Dooku was feigning his allegiance with him, but that fact did not affect Maul's plans. On Dathomir's surface, Mother Talzin revealed herself to the Sith in the form of a dark cloud and began to use her magic to control and pull from the life force of Dooku. To resurrect Talzin, she required a human sacrifice. The ritual was transpiring until the arrival of Sidious and Grievous onto the planet's surface. To retaliate, Mother Talzin took over the body of Dooku, but Sidious used Force Lightning to release him. Maul was completely overrun, and Talzin begged him to leave her to fend them off. Maul retreated, but not before seeing Mother Talzin appear in physical form just to be destroyed by the lightsaber of Grievous. Around that same time, Sidious sent CIS armies to break down the Shadow Collective, thereby destroying the legitimacy and pull of Darth Maul, and although he had escaped, Sidious no longer worried about Maul as a threat. After the destruction of the Shadow Collective, Maul fled to the planet of Malachor in search of an ancient Sith superweapon. But Maul crashed his ship in the process, leaving him stranded there for many years. 3 years before the Battle of Yavin, Ezra Bridger met Maul on Malachor. He convinced Ezra to assist him in the quest to gain a Sith holocron, and while they retrieved it, Maul lured Ezra to the dark side by playing into his anger and passion. After getting the holocron, Maul, Ezra, Kanan Jarrus, and Ahsoka Tano faced a number of Sith Inquisitors, all who fell at the hands of Maul. Once Ezra was about to activate the Sith superweapon, Maul revealed to the other Jedi that Ezra would one day become his apprentice, and he attempted to murder them. But Kanan Jarrus, even after being blinded by Maul, fought him off and forced Maul to flee in one of the Inquisitor's TIE fighters. Over the many years that Darth Maul has lived, the majority of them have been fighting for revenge. The dark side flows through him, and he has never felt at peace with the galaxy. His quest for power will never halt until his life is over. I think Maul's quest to rule as a Sith Lord will continue in the following seasons of Star Wars Rebels. I believe he will be instrumental in pulling Ezra Bridger to the dark side. I hope you learned something about the history of Darth Maul today on Secrets of the Force. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to Wotso videos to stay up to date on all of our new videos. Also, if you have a question on Star Wars you would like to see answered in a video, then please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.